Well, it was the fourth time that Arsenal subs have combined in the Champions League this season to score a goal, a very important goal, and we'll get into the strength and depth of this squad. But, you know, it just shows you exactly why they've strengthened in the way they have.
100%. I think in years gone by, we've seen them fall off quite a little bit once you start making some of those substitutions. But these guys are proving to be key for them, not just in this game, but throughout the season. And as you can see here, this is the 91st minute of the game, and the energy of Martinelli and then the composure of Kai Havertz. What a great touch that was. And then to finish it in that manner, that feels like a huge goal for the tie, and arguably just for Arsenal in general, given the fact they've lost their two previous games. And that's what you want when you look at those players coming off the bench for you. If you're Arteta, if you're the fans, if you're other teammates on the pitch, you want them to have an impact. You don't want to just be coming on and doing the same thing. And they've managed to do that. And as we said, that's such a well, we don't know yet, but it feels like a hugely significant goal for them in this moment. Especially
coming off the back of the results that they had. And they now have the most goals and assists by substitutes in Europe's big five leagues. And you know, when you look at the players that are in those teams below them, and PSG actually had got a really good record themselves, haven't they, of bringing players off the bench and making a difference. It's why they are many people's favourites in this competition.
Yeah, I think that was the big thing, was how can you affect a game? If Saka's not playing well, you can bring on Madueke. If Martinelli's not playing on, you have Trossard and vice versa. And then centre-forward position, you've got Gyökeres, Jesus, Havertz. So there's plenty of options in those forward areas. But there's also good options in midfield as well. Creativity, stopping the game. You've got Ezra and Odegaard in those midfield areas. So I think when you're a player in that, or in the changing room, and you look round and you think, yeah, we've got options here to win a game, it's perfect.
Yeah, I think Arteta realised over the last 3 years that they've lost players at key times to injury, which happens. It's part of the season. And to try and kind of bulletproof his team, I guess, from the same thing happening this year, they now have two, sometimes three players in every position. And whether they can hit the same heights as some of the other teams that we've seen in the Champions League, I don't know. But in terms of their durability, I don't think there's anyone like them. They have options. They've got so much cover in so many places that they should be able to last the course.
And David Raya was back in scintillating form. Of course, Kepa had played in those cup games, and he was player of the match. And what a performance. And we're going to you, Stephen, because of your previous experience of playing in goal. A lot of people don't know this.
I was an England under-15 substitute in goal, so I thought this is the time to step up to the plate. But this is, I mean, Raya's an exceptional goalkeeper, gets the tiniest of touches.
That was on
onto
6
this.
minutes.
It's just a phenomenal save. I mean, the reflexes, he's not the tallest, but the reflexes are very quick, strong hands, making sure that he's getting that onto the crossbar. But these are the moments